Hello, everybody. How lovely to have you back to House of Games. I'm Richard Osman. I'm joined by four famous faces all week battling it out for this disappointing trophy. A very, very close Monday we had yesterday. Let's meet our four players. They are Colin Murray, Sally Phillips, Nathan Caton and Ronni Ancona. Welcome, one and all. What a close finish between Sally and Colin yesterday. 1 point in it. Colin, you won. You took home what I would call a robe. You're calling a house coat.
Got very lucky because it is a house coat, Richard. That's why I'm calling that. I got a bit, yeah, I kind of piggybacked you as well to get the points in the round where we teamed up.
Sally, 1 point off the lead. What can we do today? It'd be lovely to take home a prize.
You know what? I'm very happy in second place. Second the best, as they say. I'm not that competitive, to be honest.
I'm one of life's second places. That's definitely true. But it's quite nice occasionally.
I was thrilled because Ronni is one of the most intelligent people I know, and she's never lost a quiz in my knowledge. She came last. I beat Ronni.
Oh, burn.
Sally, my best friend, everyone.
I know.
This never happens. I just have to enjoy it. It's only going to be today. I'm going to
No, it might not, because now I'm riled.
Oh,
I'm riled.
It's a confidence
and
thing.
traumatised. Although I would like to point out, because of your strange marking system, I did come the closest in the averages, but I didn't get any.
She'll go on about this for 5 years.
5 years.
I find it almost impossible to believe you won't be taking home a House of Games prize at some point. Nathan, talking of prizes, let's take a look at today's, shall we? You were, I think, third place last time. So, today's prizes are... there's the pillow and duvet set, there's the coasters, the dartboard, the tie, and the salt and pepper shakers.
I want the dartboard, but I can hear my girlfriend nagging in my head going, salt and pepper shakers, salt and pepper shakers. So I'm going to take the dartboard.
That's very much her catchphrase. Oh, nice, going for the dartboard. Ronni, what would you go for?
Definitely the cushion.
It's actually an entire duvet and pillow set, that.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, really?
Even better.
Yeah. Going for pillow and duvet, Sally?
Yeah, the House of Games pillow and duvet set also very appealing. I mean, I fancy the idea of the tie in a
People don't say that
Annie
often.
Hall kind of. You know, I want it all, is what I'm saying.
That'd be
apart from the
interesting,
coasters, which seem lame.
No, now you said Annie Hall, I think let's go with the tie. I think that'd be lovely. Colin?
I would go with the salt and pepper shakers, but as we call them in Northern Ireland, salt and pepper shakers.
There we go. Thank you, Colin. Let's take a quick look at our daily leaderboard. Colin, you've got 4 points. Well done. Sally, 3. Nathan, 2. Ronni, 1 there, as Sally has so kindly pointed out a number of times already. Let's play Tuesday's House of Games, shall we? Your first round today is this. King of the Jumble, fingers on buzzers, please. I'll ask you 2 questions. So 2 answers, and the answers are anagrams of each other. Here's your first question. First name of singers Costello and Presley. And a cat is said to have 9 of these. Yes, Colin.
Silver Lives.
Is
Silver
incorrect.
Elvis Lives.
I'm so sorry, it is not Silver and Lies. Yes, Nathan.
Elvis and Lives.
Yeah, I would have thought that was easy.
Feel your pain. God, I was buzzing away. You must be so quick.
Here is your next question. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. A large sea, such as the Indian or Pacific, and small pointed boat propelled with a paddle. Colin.
Ocean canoe.
Well done, it is ocean and canoe. Nicely done. Next 2. Substance used to make casts and moulds. And what is this? Yes, Nathan.
Plaster stapler.
Plaster stapler. Nicely done. Well played. Plaster stapler. Here are your next 2 questions. Chemical element with the symbol SN. And the egg of a headlouse. Yes, Nathan.
Tin and knit.
Tin knit.
That's fantastic.
Well played, Nathan. Good, very quick on the buzzer. Next 2. Older school student authorised to enforce school rules. And what is the title of this song?
We were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you...
Nathan.
Prefect perfect.
Is the right answer. Well played. Prefect and perfect.
Good.
Wow. Let's just sit back and watch, shall we? Nathan Caton masterclass. Here's your next 2. Science specialism in CSI crime scene investigation. Order of trees that include spruces and pines. Colin?
Oh, it's a terrible answer. Forensics and conifers.
Forensics and conifers?
Yeah.
Go on,
Well
Margie.
done.
Go on, bro.
Right.
Well played. Forensic and conifers, exactly right. Forensic and conifers. Nicely done, Cole. Next two. What is this? And what is this? Sally.
Notre Dame. Kebab. Donna.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Notre Dame and Donna Kebab doesn't sound right, does it?
It's not right.
I'll time you out. Anyone else? Yes, Nathan.
Notre Dame, Donna Meat.
Oh, no way. Oh, well played. That was beautiful to watch.
It was.
Oh, well done, Nathan. That was the final question in that round. Wow.
Wow.
What a
Dear.
start.
Wow.
Oh, no.
That's domination, isn't it?
It is.
Wow, how about that?
I've started off feeling hope, and now I've lost that.
I have
I've
one bit
got-
of good news for you, Ronnie.
What is that?
I think you're tied with Sally. So that's good news. Let's take a look at
I'll
our
teach
scores.
you.
First leaderboard of Tuesday's House of Games. Sally and Ronnie yet to get off the mark. Colin, you got 2. Nathan, Caton, 5 points. Well played,
Hey
Nathan.
there.
Very nicely done. Whoa. That was a
But you must be so quick, because I did know lots, but I was pressing but just not quick enough.
But the Notre Dame Donna Meat as well. That's
Yeah, it's very strong.
No, you said Notre Dame. I thought, what's the anagram of Notre Dame? Donna Meat.
yeah. Don't make it sound so simple.
No.
we were all thinking what's an anagram of Notre Dame, but none of us could work it out. Should we play another round?
No.
Let's play. No.
I think 3 of us should play another round. I don't think he should.
Says the man who won yesterday. Our next round today is all in the details. As a pairs game, the player in last place gets to choose their partner. Sally, you and Ronnie are tied last at the moment. Who would you like to play with?
Should we play together?
Yeah, we're going to play together.
That seems
Lovely.
rash.
So, Sally and Nathan, if you'll swap places, please.
Cool.
Sally and Ronnie are a team.
Sure.
Nathan and Colin,
I'm
you're a team.
sorry, darling. You've got to play with me.
Before the show, you
Yeah.
all filled in some clues to something to do with science, OK? What you're going to do in this round now is guess the answer to your partner's clues. Colin looks like he's very happy with the clues that he's given. Nathan, we'll start with you. Before the show, Colin filled in 3 clues, and they should lead you to scientist. So, who is this scientist? Colin has filled in 3 clues. OK, and he seems confident, Nathan.
No.
So, which scientist is this, Nathan? He was born in the early, according to Colin, 17th century. He famously travelled to the, according to Colin, Galapagos Islands. What? And his famous work is titled On the, according to Colin, Atheist Buses. On the Atheist Buses.
Is he scientist/comedian, mate?
I had such a panic, and I'll explain it. I can't say anything because it'll cheat.
Atheist bus. Atheist. Oh, You
Yeah.
thought the world was
Yeah.
Albert Einstein.
So Albert Einstein. There's not any ideas in the other team. There's no points, I'm afraid, but...
Oh, is it? Well, I'm thinking Charles Darwin because of Galapagos.
That's what I was thinking. Charles Darwin?
But yeah,
Absolutely right.
But right, origins of species.
On the origin of species.
I never knew. I always thought it was called Origins of Species. So when I got it, it was like, did he have? Is there another book?
Is there another bit? But yeah, you gave a clue to evolution, though, with atheist buses.
Yeah.
He did travel to the. He did travel to the Galapagos
sorry.
Islands. Born in the early 19th century. Ronnie. Before the show, Sally filled in 3 clues.
Oh, dear.
OK. She should lead you to a chemical element. Your 3 clues are these, Ronnie. Its chemical symbol is, according to Sally, whoosh.
What would we do without whoosh?
Your next clue, as if you need another clue, is it's also known as, according to Sally, quicksilver. And your final clue, at room temperature, it is a, according to Sally, floppy metal.
The story of your life.
I'm going to go for mercury.
Mercury, Sally? Well done. Well played. Absolutely right. Nicely done. Chemical symbol is Hg. It is also known as quicksilver. Absolutely. And it's a liquid at room temperature, or scientists call them floppy metals. So absolutely perfect. Well played, Ronnie and Sally. Point to you. Colin, before the show, Nathan filled in 3 clues. And it should lead you to an animal. Here are your clues. Which animal is this, Colin? It shares its name with a, according to Nathan, type of walk. Interesting. It can travel quickly by, according to Nathan. Waddling, flapping around. Lovely to have you here, Professor. And your final clue. It is classed as A, according to Nathan. Animal/chocolate.
OK, then, yeah. Penguin. Gotta go with penguin.
Is it a penguin?
Yeah, my man, my man.
Well done. Very nice. Shares its name with all sorts of things. Batman villain, chocolate bar. It can travel quickly by tobogganing. That's how the penguin travels quickly. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
These are animals.
Final question of the round. Sally.
Yes.
Before the show, Ronnie filled in 3 clues, which should lead you to a substance.
Oh.
Interesting.
A substance?
A substance. Here are your 3 clues. Its structure is the shape of, according to Ronnie, helix, hexagonal. It carries information pertaining to, according to Ronnie, chromosomes, genetical material. I mean, these are actual proper answers, aren't they, this time? And your final clue. Key discovery about it was made in 1953 by Rosalind Franklin. Beautiful clues.
I don't know about Rosalind Franklin, but I think it's DNA.
DNA is the correct answer. Very well done. And beautiful clues as well. And yeah, double helix, chromosomes, absolutely right, genetic material. Rosalind Franklin, Crick and Watson as well, but Rosalind Franklin is much more celebrated these days, thankfully. Well played, Sally and Ronnie. Another point to you. It's the end of that round. Sally and Nathan, I wonder if you'll swap back places again, please. 2 rounds down on Tuesday's House of Games. Our first day was won by Colin Murray by 1 point from Sally Phillips. Let's take a look at our leaderboard on Tuesday. Ronnie and Sally, you have 2 points each. Colin Murray has 3 points. Nathan Caton, 3-point lead. 6 points, Nathan. Well played. Nicely done. 3 more rounds to go. Let's take a look at our next one, shall we? It is... There once was a quiz host called Richard. Now, what I'm going to do now, fingers on buzzers, everyone, I'm going to read you out a series of limericks. As soon as you know what the limerick is about, please buzz in. Give me the answer. OK? What have these limericks been written about? This hero with both brawn and brain was created by Finger and Cane. To crimes he would hasten with his colleague Dick Grayson. Yes, Sally.
Batman.
Oh, let's take a look at the final line. But he's really just Mr. Bruce Wayne. Batman. Well done, Sally. Nicely done. Here's your next limerick. Spitting image to Hollywood star. This Lancashire lad's travelled far. He ran baby cow. Yes, Ronnie.
Steve Coogan.
Let's have a look. Wins awards, but somehow he's still best known for saying, aha. Steve Coogan, well played, Ronnie. Next limerick. This summer Olympic host city is far, far away, more's the pity. But its bridge is a wonder. Yes, Nathan.
Melbourne.
Is it Melbourne? It's not. Colin.
Sydney.
Is it Sydney? But its bridge is a wonder if you do go down under. And its opera house, boy, is that pretty. Well done, Colin. Sydney. Next limerick. This quiz show's severe on the whole, but for some, it's the ultimate goal. The set is quite stark. Just a chair in the dark. Yes, Nathan.
Mastermind.
Yeah.
Must be, surely. And all you can win's a glass bowl. Well done, Nathan. Mastermind. Final limerick in this round. In this film, Phil's a weather forecaster whose love life is just a disaster. Yes, that is Colin.
It's a Groundhog Day.
Let's take a look, shall we? He's doomed to replay the same snowy day. In this film, Phil's a weather forecaster. Very clever. Well done. It is Groundhog Day. And that's the end of that round. Congratulations to our question writers there. Very nice. And let's take a look at our leaderboard. Sally and Ronnie, you have 3 points each. Colin, you got 5 points. Nathan Caton, 7 points. Well played, Nathan. Very nicely done.
On, hasn't he?
He really does have his game face on today.
Day 2. Look. Yesterday, like, he hasn't even said hello to anyone. He came in like this. He was like, "Don't look at me. I'm winning."
I'm chilling, mate.
Oh, our fourth round today is... I'm terrible at dating. I wonder if you could take your...
I think I've won this.
I wonder if you could take your tablets out, please.
Oh, dear,
I'm gonna tell you.
Game.
I'm going to tell you a series of historical events. You just need to write down the year in which you think they happened.
Oh,
okay?
no.
And I know it really is awful. And whoever is closest wins themselves a point. Have a go at this one at home. See if you can get closer than we can in the studio. This is the round I would least like to play. You know, there's stuff that we sort of feel like we should know, but who knows when anything happened? Like no one, right?
I don't even know my own birth date. No, seriously, birth year.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Well, I do, but I've got several of them. Anyway, let's...
Here is your first one. I wonder if you can tell me, in which year did this happen, please? The Ming Dynasty becomes the ruling dynasty of China. Well,
Brilliant.
I mean...
Brilliant.
Here we go.
Here we go. Now, was Ming the first? Or was it Qing? There was Qing?
What do you think at home, this one? The Ming Dynasty. I mean, it could sort of be anything. Couldn't it? Huh. Everyone is in. Colin, what are we thinking, Cole?
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you and me both. 756.
1756.
1756.
If 756 is closer, I'm willing to just put my hand there.
1756. Sally, what are you saying?
A lot earlier.
500, you're going. 500
No,
AD.
I've got just no idea.
Nathan, what are you saying?
1801.
1801, so pretty close to Colin. And Ronni, what are you saying?
2000 BC.
2000 BC, so we've got a difference of about 3,700
Yes.
years. But definitely...
My public humiliation is complete.
I don't think so. I would be going BC.
Yeah, definitely.
I have to say. Let's find out, shall we? When did the Ming Dynasty become the ruling dynasty of China, and who scored a point? 1368. Unbelievably, Colin, you are closest with that.
Well, my passion for the Ming Dynasty began in my teenage years, and ever since then, I've just been fascinated by it.
I'm out by many dynasties.
I was where you were there, exactly. I'd have been like 1500 BC. And I think also that's probably the furthest away a winning answer has ever been in this round, 400 years.
Does it still get a point?
It gets a point.
I think what you said is redundant
don't you worry about that. I wonder if we can get closer to this one. Antoine Joseph Sax. Patents the first saxophone.
Nice question.
Interesting.
OK, so this Birth of Blues...
Remember that it's definitely before Kenny G. We know that. We know that.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely, before Michael Bolton.
Yeah. Antoine Joseph Sax patents the first saxophone. What do you think about this one at home? Just waiting for Nathan.
No. Oh, gosh, again. All right, it's going to...
Might.
So, Sally, you're saying...
1880, but it might be even earlier than that.
But, I mean, that sounds kind of...
It doesn't mean... It wasn't invented for the blues, was it? I mean, it's just a clarinet mouthpiece on a...
Yeah.
That's just a clarinet mouthpiece on a...
on an S-shaped...
on an S-shaped bit of tubing,
trumpet.
that is.
Yeah,
That's just a
so
cut
it
and
could-
shut.
Yeah, you knock that through, you'll get a lovely sound.
What are you going to call it? Saxophone? What are you naming it after yourself?
it might be early 1900s.
But it sounds like a year, though, doesn't it? 1880.
Really good guess.
Nathan, what are you saying?
Complete Stab in the Dark, 1907.
Again.
1907. Again, they both sound convincing.
And I would say 2000 BC. Because that's how things are going for me.
Because you've seen the hieroglyphs, right? There's saxophone hieroglyphs. Ronni, what have you said?
1856.
1856. All of these sound reasonable at the moment. Colin, what are you saying?
Yeah, we're all in the same ballpark with this. I was patent, you see. You could have invented it 4, 5, 7, 8 years before you patented
I mean,
it.
of course. So.
I'm going 1889.
And that is a picture of a saxophone, I'm guessing.
I think it is obviously a saxophone, yeah.
So 1889 we've got. So, yeah, pretty close between all four of you here. What do you reckon at home on this one? When was the saxophone invented and who scored a point? 1846. Nice. Ronni takes the point. Well done, Ronni. Nicely done.
Very, very good.
Nicely done.
Goodness for that.
Final question in this round is this. The first stretch of motorway in the UK is opened. That feels like I've seen like a BBC4 documentary about it at some point.
Yeah.
2000 BC. It's so 2000. You just write that for every answer.
What do we reckon? What do you reckon at home on this one?
I think do you second-guess yourself? That's what I hate about this show.
But also, can I say the other thing about second-guessing yourself? Is if you ask yourself the question, do you second-guess yourself, then do you take your first instinct as to whether you should second-guess yourself? You know?
What's the difference between a motorway and a road?
That's a good question. I think it's like the amount of lanes and the speed limit.
Okay.
So we're not just talking about glorified A roads. We're talking about as motorways as we know them.
I think it's the first M road, essentially. First road with an M in front of it. Did you just ask if you're the oldest, Sally?
No, yeah.
I think I am.
Am I the oldest?
Are you just trying to torment me?
No, it feels like we need a rough book to show our workings.
A rough book that we've covered in wallpaper.
Yeah, they don't have rough books anymore.
No, I don't think they do.
I don't know
OK,
what to
everyone
do.
is in.
This is a horrible round.
Ronnie, you literally just scored a point. I don't know what else to do for you. Nathan, we'll start with you. In what year do you think Britain's first motorway was opened?
I've gone 1948. I just thought, end of World War 45, they start rebuilding the country.
Yeah.
How long would it take them to make a motorway? I don't know if that's right or not, but definitely post-Second World War.
There's a tradition I've noticed in this round, which I find fascinating, that I'll ask you a year. Obviously, this is stuff we don't really know, but people will then mention things they do know. So they get, well, at the end of the Second World War, that's 1945, just before they do it. It's good, so you got that in. Ronnie, what are you saying?
Well, I've gone for 1961 because I think that seems a little bit late, but I do think there were A roads really were the norm up until the 60s.
Yeah, and it was kind of
and I was thinking about making it a little bit like 64, 65, so... But that's...
61 you're going for, Ronnie. Colin?
Very much following both trains of thoughts, but I think that the car wasn't commonplace before World War II, so I allowed a period of time for people to afford cars. So that's why I put it up at 62.
Oh, 62. Ooh, says Colin. Interesting. Yeah. Sally, what are you saying?
I can't drive. I don't know anything about cars. I had to ask you what a motorway was. I basically threw a dart at the post-war period and came up with 1956.
That, by the way, has a point written all over it, I would say. So 1956.
Absolutely.
So we're pretty close to each other, 1948 to 1962 we've got. What do you think at home on this one? Let's find out, shall we? The first stretch of the motorway in the UK was opened in 1958. Sally, you do get yourself a point. Very well done. Told you. Well done.
Ignorance literally is bliss.
Very nicely done.
But weren't we... I mean, didn't we do well, all of us, really?
Oh, do you know what? A round of applause for everybody. Didn't we do well, all of us? It was the first bit of motorway was the Preston bypass section of what is now the M6.
Right.
Just in case you cared.
They're still building it.
And exactly, and the M1 came a year later. That's the end of that round. Tablets away, please. We have one round to go on Tuesday's House of Games. On Monday, our champion was Colin Murray.
Can't lose again.
Who is going to win today? Let's take a look at our leaderboards. There's 3 points between the lot of you. Sally and Ronnie, you have 4. Colin, you have 6. Nathan, Caton, 1 point lead with 7. Well played, Nathan. That can all disappear, though, as we play our final round, which is... Answer Smash. Fingers on buzzers, everyone. Point for a correct answer, point off. Today, I'm afraid, Ronnie, for an incorrect answer. OK.
I'm very strict all of a sudden.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what happens.
like it.
That's what happens to me on Tuesdays. Your first category is... Children's characters. That's your first category. Those will be the pictures. There'll be a clue above. Smash them together. Very best of luck. It is anyone's game. In 1975, the Carpenters had a UK #2 hit with which song about a person who delivers mail? Yes, that is Sally.
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman Pat.
I'll give you that. It's Please, Mr. Postman was the name of the song, but that is the song. Please, Mr. Postman Pat. Well played, Sally. Here's your next question. What makes up almost all of the diet of a panda? Yes, Colin.
Bamboo-boo.
Bamboo-boo. That's nice. Some of these are more fun to say than others, and that's a fun one. Well done, Colin. Point to you. Next question. Which rap crew from Staten Island had a UK top 10 hit in 2000 with Gravel Pit? Yes, Colin.
Wu-Tang Clangers.
Wu-Tang Clangers is right. Good combination of knowledge, Wu-Tang Clan and Clangers.
I didn't know it was the Clangers, but once I got the other, it's funny you can get half.
I knew it was the Clangers, but I didn't know it was Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I knew it was Wu-Tang. I was
The
like, who's
two
that?
of you together.
I know.
Here's your next category. Oh, hello. Items of stationery. There'll be a clue. There'll be an item of stationery underneath. Please smash them together. In physics, what name is given to a theoretical tunnel that allows travel between 2 points in space-time? Yes, Sally.
Black hole punch.
Black hole punch? Oh.
No. Oh.
I thought that was right.
Oh.
It is not. Oh, no, I suppose, yeah. Shall I tell you? I think it's a wormhole punch.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, point off Sally, wormhole and hole punch. Next clue, next stationery. Blondie and Atomic Kitten had UK #1 hits covering which song by the Paragons?
Oh, I know that.
Yes, Colin.
Tide is highlighter.
Tide is highlighter?
Yes, I was going to say that.
Well done, the Tide is highlighter, the Tide is high and highlighter. Next piece of stationery. For which film did Robert De Niro win a Best Actor Oscar in 1981? Yes, Sally.
Oh, Lordy, Raging Bulldog clip.
Raging Bulldog clip? Absolutely
That's
right.
amazing.
Well done, Raging Bulldog clip. Next category. We are done for the day. We are done for Tuesday. Good round for Colin, that one. Has he done enough? Has he won twice in a row? Let's find out, shall we? Who is the winner on Tuesday's House of Games? Colin Murray
done it.
wins again.
Wow.
Colin overhauls Nathan in that final round. Well played, Colin. Very
my
close
word.
day. 2 wins in a row, 2 prizes in a row. Yesterday, you took home the robe/housecoat. I wonder what you'd like to take home today.
Salt and pepper, I think.
You're not going dartboard?
No, do you know why?
Yeah.
Because you're going to hit this. I play darts. It's just not a regulation dartboard. I mean, you're not taking the game seriously.
That is...
So, hold on. Are the salt and pepper shakers just 2 you picked up and stuck a sticker on? Are they?
No.
I'm just checking because
and they are, I will point out, I'm being told they are regulation salt and pepper shakers. Going to go for the salt and
yeah,
pepper
I'll go with
shakers.
that. Yeah,
Colin
yeah.
Murray takes home the House of Games salt and pepper shakers. Well done, Colin. Nicely played. Let's take a look at our weekly leaderboard, shall we? 2
This
days
is a
down.
disaster.
Oh,
for
it's
me.
going to be fun. Only for the first 2 days. Got 3 days to go. We've also got double points Friday to go, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Here's our weekly leaderboard. It's Ronnie with 2. Sally and Nathan, you have 5 points each. Colin Murray out on the lead with 8 points. Well done, Colin. 3 days to go, so all can change. I'll see you here, same time, same place tomorrow. Look forward to it very much. We'll see you as well, same time, same place on the House of Games.
just come off.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing?
Oh, no, that's unlucky.
Whoa.